time for me to tell all of you guys the history of Among Us Fighter. But the in-game history, not how I made it on all that stuff. I'll make a video about that later. But it started millions of years ago when the meteor was about to hit Earth. No. It actually started in the creation of the Earth that made a meteor permanently spin around the Earth every 1,000 years. So then the dinosaurs came, and the meteor was supposed to hit and destroy the dinosaurs. But it didn't destroy the dinosaurs because a weird ship moved the asteroid and the asteroid hit the moon. And then, so the dinosaurs evolved into normal animals like pigs, wolves, and dogs and cats and birds. But they became smart. Then while that was going on, the humans also came, making the humans also smart as the animals. Or the animals as smart as the humans. So fast forward millions of years, a giant war came. And because humans didn't want the animals to live with them, and the animals didn't want the humans to live with them. So the war started, and then they reached an agreement. Half of the planet goes to the animals, and the other half to the humans. So the humans accepted, and they lived normally until another meteor was coming to Earth to destroy it, and everything from humanity and the animals will be all but nothing. But then this weird guy named Future came and told them they had to join forces and destroy the meteor. The animals didn't want to do that, and the humans neither. But when they saw the other universe where the meteor actually crashed, both of the animals and the humans accepted. They built a giant machine that went up and blew up the meteor. But the meteor was radioactive, and it fell all over the world, making animals and humans immortal. So then they obviously started another war because humans wanted to stay like this, united, but the animals didn't want to. So another world war came out, but nobody died. Yes, they exploded, but they came back alive. So they stopped the war and realized how fun it is and how good it feels. So they made a new sport where they battle each other, kind of to the death, but they don't actually ever die, so not to the death. And then, well, they called the sport Among Us Fighter. And then, after that happened, millions of years ago, we come to the present Among Us Fighter. And then, the humans and the animals build a machine called the Skeld. Because they're immortal, they can't die from old age or anything. They just stayed medieval. They still live in the medieval castle. And most of the time they don't leave. They don't ever leave. But they do leave and realize how good nature is. Until the giant imposter and normal-sized imposters came to invade. They want to kill the king, King Ducky. And the fighters don't want that. But there's something weird. did happen. Because that was millions of years ago where everybody became immortal. Now only some people. Now all the people cannot die from old age, but all the people can die from explosions and all that stuff. But some people or animals called fighters, they literally never ever die. And the group keeps getting bigger and bigger through the years because new and new fighters are born. And so the fighters are the ones that went and defeated the boss. But they realized something really quick. The boss is the imposters, aka bosses, are also immortal. The only thing that can still be killed is Metal Sonic. But he's stuck in the ground until you blow him up, so he's not a threat. But he does get rebuilt every time he gets exploded. And then you leave and he gets rebuilt. So he's technically not immortal. So we come to this time, and yeah, the normal people, the fighters. But nowadays, the animals still are tiny and look like they wear spacesuits. And all the fighters also look like that. Minus fighters from other dimensions. Like Kirby, which when he came, he realized he was destined to be a fighter. And also the Fall Guys characters. They're also known as fighters in this world because technically they're immortal in their home games, and also they're immortal here. So every character in the game are called fighters. Unplayable characters in the game, like King Ducky or the humans in the castle, they're just average run-of-the-day people that are also immortal from old age, but can be blown up and killed. So technically, they can't die from old age. But the other people called fighters, they can blow up, but they're back at it with no scar. Even though they do remember when they were where they blowed up. And yeah, that's basically the history. But that's the history so far. And because they're immortal, they started to build the Scout, a ship and a secret base for all fighters, where only fighters can enter. That's why when you enter, you don't see any humans, minus the fighters. And also that's why in the Scout there's only one fighter, which is the Penguin. And also there's other ships that they build after the Scout. After the Scout, they started planning the biggest ship that they could build. The airship. The airship was built so mostly like a hotel. Which is actually kind of cool. And then they build Mira HQ for a base. So the fighters can plan the attack to the imposters. And then they discovered a new planet in their solar system called Polis. They called it Polis because somebody won a naming challenge. So Polis was the name of the new planet where the penguin guy lives. We all thought he was one of us. He's actually an alien, but don't quickly judge him. technically he is from another planet, but only
He is
because that
actually a
planet
she.
has snow.
I'm sorry.
And also his family is from that planet. He was born on Earth. And that's basically it. Until Future came, and Future lives millions of years in the future. Where it's like a futuristic city because they said, why are we still in this medieval castle that's literally about to fall? So they build a whole city in the sky and all that. Flying cars and everything. And Future, as you know, was named Future for no apparent reason. And also he has a brother and a cousin. His cousin's name, Siren. His brother's name, Bob. Nothing that big but I guess the other two are family names. And yeah, that's basically it for now. And also, yes, there's other dimensions like the Fall Guy dimension and the Kirby universe, but if you want to look for their timeline, just search on YouTube or something. And yeah, that's basically all there is to know about the history of the game in Among Us Fighter. See you guys later. Bye. Remember to like and subscribe.